Spin that block, get dizzy. Man get popped, no fizzy. Man get splashed from the Draco. Wet man call that drizzy.
So I wanna circle back to a trade now that we're like 2 years removed from Kawhi leaving. Okay, I want to circle back to a trade that was offered by OKC back when Paul George, Russell Westbrook were on the team. Obviously, we all know the story. Kawhi Leonard goes to the man, has a sit down with all the teams. He sits down with Masai, says, "I don't think the Raptors are good enough as presently constructed. I need A, B, and C, and I'll stay." All right. So he name dropped Paul George. As you can see, the Clippers made it happen, and Kawhi's in LA. The Raptors had a chance to trade a package that looked like Pascal, Fred VanVleet, 4 first rounders for Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and Kawhi for another 2 to 3 years. Looking back now that the Raptors are in 11th place, irrelevant in terms of contention, would you have pulled the trigger on that deal? And just to preface it, Masai said, if I did do this deal, it's going to gut the Raptors. Looking at it now, with those players he did not trade away, he didn't want to gut what they're bringing us, 17 and 22. Would you have made that pull the trigger?
Yes, I would, and this is the reason why. Let me tell you why. In hindsight, at the time, I was against it as well. But in hindsight, I think the NBA has proven over and over and over that you need superstars to win in this league. You know what I mean? The only team that I can remember is the Detroit Pistons, right? The 2004 Detroit Pistons, right? Yeah. And then look at Raptors. All we needed was a superstar to win a chip. Yeah. Traded DeMar, we got a superstar, we won a chip. So the numbers, the science is there to back it up. Yep. You know what I mean? As I'm not big on Westbrook at all, but you could have flipped him.
Flipped him into something else. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You could have flipped him and said, okay, yes, I know we would have gave up a lot of draft picks, but you also could have got draft picks from Westbrook to kind of balance it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it wasn't so bad. So in hindsight, yes, I probably would have done it because we would have had 2 superstar players. Well, depending if you look at Paul George as a superstar or just an all-star, but we would have had 2 superstar players. And Westbrook too. And I think, Masai would have flipped him because I don't think he would have worked with our team. And I think we could have still rebuild slowly what we lost in the draft picks. And Masai is really good with the drafts, especially having all those picks. The picks we could have probably got for Westbrook, I think we would have been in a better place right now.
I'm with you. I think I would have pulled the trigger on that deal because never in the Raptors history have they ever had 3 all-star players in their prime like they would have had with Paul George, Kawhi. Obviously, Russell is a fringe all-star, right? So that adds value in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? So I would have pulled the trigger on that deal. In hindsight, but that's why Masai gets the big bucks, and we'll see what the future holds.
Spin that block, get dizzy. Man get popped, no fizzy. Man get splashed from the Draco. Wet man call that drizzy.